Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. Do you know that in India, in a place called Kashi or Varanasi, are three guest houses of death? It's a place where dying guests are promised freedom for their souls. In Hindu tradition, it's believed that irrespective of how you have lived your life, if you leave your mortal coil in that particular town, you bear the fruit of Kashi or moksha, in other words, salvation, meaning you're released from the cycle of rebirth and as a result, your karma. Hindu tradition is rooted in the laws of karma, that is, you shall reap what you sow. Hindus believe a person builds up karma or a culmination of deeds during their lifetime. Karma can be good or bad, and its results affect the future lives of a person. Well, believers and tourists alike from the world over want to reach this place, touch the soil there, and bathe in the sacred waters of the Ganga, the Ganges River, in an act of purification. For the curious, there are a few guest houses for those awaiting their death in this town, which have been established over 100+ years ago. The well-known ones are Kashi Labh Mukti Bhavan, Mumukshu Bhavan, and Ganga Labh Bhavan. People check in to die here, and each of these guest houses is managed by a manager who probably have seen thousands of people checked in, waiting for their death and ultimately receiving it, irrespective of whether they were rich or poor, irrespective of who they were, what culture, what ethnicity. Keeping all that aside, they have seen thousands check in here and die. Guests check in and wait for their death, wait to die and find peace. Many of these guests and the managers who have seen several thousands die here have been interviewed over time to understand their feelings and thoughts as they prepare for their final journey. And a few themes stand out that can teach the living a lesson or two on how to conduct your life so you don't regret anything in your final days. Here are a few takeaways. Resolve all conflicts before you go. No grudges are worth holding on to, as they take a toll on you as much, if not more, on those you hold them against. You tend to suffer from the bitterness you hold more than the ones you hold them against. Better to let go and live peacefully. A simple life is the best way to live. There is no better way than living simply and with sparse possessions. The more you accumulate, the more you have to manage. The more you manage, the more stressed out you are. Our needs are elastic. It's up to us how much we create. For those in pursuit of contentment, less is the secret to having more. Don't ignore others. Ignore the bad traits in them. All of us have the good, bad, and the ugly sides of our personalities. Don't hate bad people, hate the badness in those people. Help them get rid of their bad qualities. Focus on their goodness and help them grow in that angle. Eventually, you will love them more for who they really are. Never hesitate to ask for help when you need it. Always be willing to help others and ask for help when you need it. You may feel invincible when in control, but there are possibilities you may be blind to unless you allow others to help you. Beauty lies in simple things. Stop and smell the roses, as they say. Growth is always not about being the biggest, strongest, or the fastest. It's about stopping to take a breath, observing to find beauty where others do not see it, and finding that joy is inherent in small things that we often take for granted. Learn to accept things for what they are. Accept what you're experiencing. Don't deny yourself the experience of your emotions. Acceptance leads to freedom, which relieves stress and helps you act productively to tackle any situation you're in. Solutions are best sought with a free mind. Become victorious over stress and anxiety to find rationality. Treat everyone equally. All men and women are made equal. Live by this principle and you will be served well. Complexity is so easy to manage when you melt the walls between people. Find your purpose and act on it. To search for and find your purpose helps you find the reason for living. But it's only worth it when you take action based on your purpose. Dedicate time and effort to act on what truly matters and make a difference in your own life and those of others. Habits become values. Cultivate good habits so you enshrine good values. And this happens when you nurture good habits time and again, over time through conscious practice. Make wise choices in what to learn, absorb, and take action on. Knowledge abounds all around us, and you may be inundated by it. Don't get confused. Seek your interests out and choose what to learn, where to learn, and who to learn from. Be mindful about your choices and the progress you make. Delve deeper in what your heart and mind rejoice in, for there lies true happiness and fulfillment. Don't distance yourself from others, but from the negativity that they may harbor. When you do not agree with something, do not distance yourself from such people. Be open to discuss, deliberate, and help get them on the right track. It helps you as well as them. It frees you up from being bitter with things. Carve out a portion of your earnings for doing good to others. Charity starts with you and in your home. More than what you give, you gain tremendously from it in terms of peace of mind and a joyful heart through the ability to make a difference. Empathy breeds more of it, and we all know how much the world needs this at this time. After all, what you need in a fulfilled life is the companionship of loved ones, blessings of unknown strangers, and an aura of goodwill surrounding all of us all around. Hey, I hope you liked that episode. Please do make sure to subscribe to Plan B Success Podcast so that you can get alerts about these episodes coming out 3 times a week. You get to hear an inspiring interview and some inspiring talk that will move the needle for you on your way to success. Thank you very much.